The Los Angeles Lakers did an incredible job building their roster this offseason. From being able to keep Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, and Rui Hachimura, while also having Anthony Davis extended. Those are deals that might be considered between the margins. The big deals were bringing in Gabe Vincent, getting Taurean Prince and Christian Wood on cheap deals that brings in much needed three-point shooting and offensive firepower, which too often last year were inconsistent on offense. And the Lakers enter the season with continuity, a lot of depth, and what seems to be their best roster since when they won the championship. Now, should they contend for a top 3 spot in the West, it's because LeBron James and Anthony Davis were able to, remain healthy. The expected starting lineup is probably going to be either D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis with Jared Vanderbilt at power forward, or Rui Hachimura. Then off the bench, it's going to be Christian Wood, Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince, and either Jared Vanderbilt or Rui Hachimura, and Cam Reddish with Max Christie, Jackson Hayes, Jalen Hood, Schifino, Maxwell Lewis right behind that. And I do like this squad. I think this squad has a lot of potential. And I've said it before, I expect them to be a team that wins, close to 50, if not more than 50 games, as they're a good squad that should, be able to take teams and beat teams that some might think have better players, better talent on roster, but they got a good coach in Darvin Ham. They got LeBron. As long as LeBron and AD are healthy, this core around them is stellar. And I really do think, they have the talent next to them to be able to take advantage of the players that they went out and got. I think the biggest thing one would have said if you saw this team last year was 3-point shooting. And for me, I definitely think that 3-point shooting has been addressed this year, and it's something that one might say is even a strength of theirs. So for me, when I look at this team, I definitely think, hey, it's all good vibrations right here, and I feel like they're really trying to attack this season head on and carry themselves different, Let's saying carry water, chop wood, as I feel like there is, you can tell that this team has a different vibe to them than they did a year ago. So that's something that it gets me excited, and something that gets me rather interested on what the future has in store for them. So let's continue this video. Let me hear your thoughts down below. What do you expect from the Lakers this season? And what do you think they need to work on? I mean, this team's already good defensively. It's always seemed like the offense was the thing that was lagging behind, but let's continue. When I look at a Los Angeles Lakers team, I think about the construction. I think about how this team is going to go ahead and be able to be consistent. That's, I think, the biggest thing for me is figuring out the consistency that is needed to be a championship basketball team, which I think is something they struggled with during the regular season, were able to find near the end, which led them to that Western Conference Finals run. And obviously they kept most of those key contributors on the roster, which obviously is one of the most important things when, building this roster, is making sure that the players that were important last year. And I think they did a good job of bringing in new guys who I think are going to be better, depth guys. I mean, the fact that they were able to bring in Gabe Vincent, huge, They able to keep all their free agents, huge. And now they have a solid point guard rotation, which I think a little while ago we wouldn't have taken as serious. So for me, when I look at this, I'm like, okay, the Lakers did a lot. I think the most impressive part and what we discussed earlier is the Lakers' depth now. I mean, the first 10 guys off the roster, Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt, LeBron James, Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell. Then you hit Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince, Rui Hachimura, Christian Wood, and Cam Reddish, if that's going to be the 10 guy. Then you even still have 4 guys behind that, Jalen Hood, Schifino, Max Christie, Maxwell Lewis, and Jackson Hayes. And you assume probably the 10th guy is either going to be Scottie Pippen or Vincent Valerio Bodon, which, I'm a huge fan of Vincent Valerio. I'm about to butcher it. Valerio Bowden, and I at the summer league, I was trying to watch him all because he was an insane player for Hungary, and he actually had a decent summer league where like nothing insane, but he showed that he could be this like 6'10" 3-point sniper, and I love the fact that the Lakers went out and got him. But for me, when I look at Vincent Valerio Bowden, who he's probably going to be on the G League team. I think Scottie Pippen will be the 15th man on the roster as they have all 3 two-ways filled. So, again, this team is way deeper than they were last year. And I think one of the biggest things about it is how they look on the whole. They're a lot better than what we thought. So, I want to hear your guys' opinions down below in the comment section. What do you guys think the Lakers look this year? What is your expectations? I mean, this team, it's Western Conference Finals or bust, Okay? It's if they're not doing that, I don't think they're playing enough or winning enough. As this is a team that they made it to the Western Conference Finals last year. They have to make it back. If not, it's not as good as a season as it was a year ago. You gotta beat or do the same thing that you did last year. And right now, I think if you look at it, I think definitely this is the better team. And it's all about, will AD be healthy all season? And will LeBron be, part of, I guess you would say, will he still be that downhill LeBron? Will he still be able to go ahead and be able to take mans out? And that's a big question. It's a good question. Are they still there? We don't know. Those two are they're the biggest points in all this, but what they were able to accomplish, okay, with all the 3-point shooting that they got, and that's second to none, and I give them a lot of credit there. So shout out the front office for what they're able to do, as we can all agree that a lot of people would have told them that's not possible. But, hey, Rob Pelinka said, try me, and he did it. So for me, I say that's a dub on his part, and he made a lot of people look dumb. So that's where I want to hear your guys' opinions. What do you guys expect from this team this upcoming season and why? But I do think it's a better squad than people are giving them credence for. And I don't know, maybe, just maybe, will they be able to win the NBA Finals next year? I know it's a tall task, but you never know sometimes, guys, who's going to do it and why. But if you guys have made it this far into today's video, hit that like and subscribe button. It will mean the world to me. But that's it. But peace. Oh.